As principal of Southwest School here in Waverly, Iowa, I'd like to begin our presentation by thanking our school board for being here today. We are very excited and prepared to share with you our proposal for a better, more cohesive, literate group of teachers and students. We are so proud to be from this great community with such a supportive group of people on our side. Now, I'd like to introduce your presenters and their role at Southwest School. I am Caitlin Mack, principal. Next, we have Beth Katmeyer, our new literacy specialist. We also have fourth grade teacher Sherry Kingston and second grade teacher May Cousin. Our objective within the next 3 years is to implement a new literacy curriculum to increase student success and create instructional cohesiveness among all of our staff. As we will evidence in this proposal, we are in need of a new literacy curriculum here at Southwest. This curriculum includes reforms and professional development initiatives that will bring us up to Iowa core standards and also be compliant with the Every Student Succeeds Act. Our rationale for this new program is for the following reasons. We have had quite a change of population in the recent years. We have had an increase of migrant families, and as a result have had an increase in EL learners. We have also seen a decrease of literacy performance in the classroom and overall need to improve our school-wide test scores. We also are seeing a need to support individual students' needs through differentiation. Finally, we are seeing the need to increase teacher knowledge of literacy practice and provide resources and instructional guidance for all staff. Our vision statement at Southwest is what we hope to achieve for the future and gives us all a common understanding. We constantly were referencing this vision statement throughout our whole process of creating this new literacy plan. Our vision statement drives our decisions with instruction, resources, and creating student experiences and opportunities within literacy. We will engage all students in rigorous and relevant learning experiences, maximizing achievement through exceptional teaching by implementing strategies such as reading recovery, title, RTI, and highly individualized instruction throughout the curriculum. We will use a child-centered framework that reflects Iowa core state standards and evidence-based practices to support all learner abilities. Now I will turn it over to our literacy specialist, Beth Katmeyer, who will be sharing our needs assessment results and our plan for our new literacy curriculum.
Thank you, Caitlin. The teachers were given a needs assessment survey to provide the literacy team with insight into staff needs, concerns, and attitudes toward literacy practices. The literacy team then analyzed the results for commonalities. So what we have are unsure where or who to go to for additional resources that they may need for instruction. They also shared that teachers need assistance in planning differentiated lessons for struggling readers, ELL students, or migrant students. Teachers feel their literacy program needs to be updated, and all staff needs to work as a cohesive team for the good of the students. These recommendations include looking into a new curriculum, provide staff with the resources they deem necessary for student success, and to establish better collaborative PLCs. Over the past 2 years, our literacy team has been meeting to explore the reading workshop framework for our literacy block in our K through 6 classrooms. Our team has researched this framework and believes it to be the best fit to support all students in their literacy learning environments. The team then dug deeper into 2 different curriculums that support the reading workshop framework. Members from our team piloted both curriculums in their classrooms for 4 months, and the literacy team shared their research and the 2 choices with all school staff and ultimately decided upon the implementation of the Fontes and Pinnell classroom in all K through 6 classrooms. Although not all teachers agreed with the choice of the chosen curriculum, they do all, however, see the need for a new framework for our literacy block to support student achievement based on the needs assessment that was gathered from all staff. Pending board approval, all components of the Fontes-Pinnell curriculum have been chosen to be fully implemented in all K-6 classrooms within the next 3 years. Fontes and Pinnell is a research-based curriculum which is cohesive, has a multi-text approach to literacy instruction for all students in grades pre-K through 6, and the system is aligned to core standards. It's designed to support whole group, small group, and independent learning opportunities with diverse and authentic texts. Our goal of this implementation will be to lift students' learning beyond the walls of the classroom with texts and a blueprint for teaching that create authentic experiences in reading, thinking, talking, writing, and reflecting to realize what it truly means to live a literate life. In the reading workshop framework, the students will participate in reading centers. During the reading workshop time block that will be implemented in every classroom. Between each center rotation, the teacher will implement whole group mini lessons, which will include interactive read-alouds, reading mini lessons, shared reading, and phonics spelling word study lessons. Independent reading centers will then vary by grade level, but they may include listening to reading, peer reading, independent reading, book clubs, independent word study work, comprehension strategy work, fluency practice, and one-on-one teacher conferring. Reading workshop will be independent or with a partner when appropriate, and centers will include multiple ways of learning such as technology, hands-on activities, and games. The teacher's role will be to assist students in need with one-on-one instruction and differentiate tasks for low or high achieving students. The time dedicated to reading centers will depend on grade level, but all teachers' goal will be to implement a 120-minute reading workshop block suggested by Fontes and Pinnell.
The data driving our plan to move forward with this change in curriculum and school-wide literacy plan is the following. This comes from the 2017-2018 Southwest Elementary data. 35% of students receive interventions and are at risk in FAST. 18% of students receive ELL support. And we received a rating of acceptable on the Iowa report card, which we would like to see advance. The 2018-2019 assessment plan going forward during implementation will be used to analyze the effectiveness of the Fontes and Pinnell program. These assessments will include a universal screening, FAST. Diagnostic testing will be Fontes and Pinnell. For summative testing, we will use the end of unit assessments provided by the curriculum. And we will also be using the 3rd through 6th grade ITPS results as our summative reports. Progress monitoring will be done by FAST and teacher observation. Implementation of the full curriculum will be a 3-year process. Teachers will meet to be taught the different elements of the program and receive all materials and resources at staff meetings. They will explore implementation of that part of the curriculum in their classrooms. After they implement it in their classroom, they will meet with their grade level to discuss their thoughts as part of the evaluation in our implementation plan. As you can see, in year 1, reading workshop, guided reading, shared reading, and interactive read-alouds will be a part of the classrooms. In year 2, phonics, spelling, and word study will be taught in the classrooms. And the final year will be full implementation with reading mini lessons and digital literacy being added. The PD plan, or professional development plan, is very reflective of the implementation expectations we have. Teachers will be trained in Fontes and Pinnell and expected to implement aspects of the program as they are presented and taught. Whole group professional development days will focus on a component of the program, followed by time to collaborate with grade level colleagues.
Students will be dismissed early every Wednesday. Teachers will use Wednesday afternoons, 1 hour and 30 minutes to be precise, to participate in professional development. Whole group professional development will be implemented one Wednesday a month, while the other Wednesdays will be used for teachers to meet with grade level teams to follow up on what was presented during whole group PD and plan accordingly for implementation in their classrooms. These workshops will take place every August, October, January, and April. Teachers will also have the opportunity to meet with literacy specialists for questions and collaboration.
To complete our plan, we felt it was necessary to look at the environment in which our students learn. Our team looked into what the best options would be and came to the following conclusions. Prior to the school year beginning, teachers will be given a full paid day to set up and organize their classrooms to best support student learning. All K through 2 and 3 through 6 classrooms will be set up in similar fashion to reflect cohesive learning spaces. Traffic flow, differentiated learning spaces, and whole group meeting areas will all be organized to best meet student needs in our building. Teachers will follow the guidelines outlined below, but will have the freedom to incorporate their own personal style. On the screen here, you see an example of both classrooms. K2 on the left, we would suggest be painted in a neutral color accented with bright primary colors, flexible seating, and having the classroom library organized with books in book bins. On the right would be an example of a 3 through 6th grade classroom, accented with blues and greens with subtle hints of yellow. The classroom should be bright, but not too bright to cause overstimulated students. Classroom libraries should be categorized by genre as well as text level and in colorful baskets. To meet our needs with this plan, we have created a budget. Each of you have a detailed itemized copy in front of you. I will point out the key areas. Fontes and Pinnell classroom materials for all grades K through 6. Additional resources for teachers, which would include interventions or assessments, webinars and professional development for teachers, classroom libraries, including digital libraries, the classroom environment, which I just spoke of, an additional pay for teacher service outside the contract hours. And we would like to incorporate the added Iowa Test of Basic Skills assessment. The budget is designed to cover the 3 years, with the material costs being a one-time cost. In summary, our school population is changing, as well as the needs of our students and teachers. In order to adjust to these changes, the literacy team has gathered data, researched programs, and created a comprehensive literacy plan, complete with professional development to be implemented in the next 3 years. We have come to the conclusion that a new literacy curriculum will help us to adjust to these changes, as well as meeting the needs of all learners. Through our collective efforts, we ask that you consider our proposal and grant us the resources necessary to reach our vision. Thank you for your continued support to our district and students, and for allowing us to talk with you this evening. Thank you.